important is it to know that your man can protect you physically?
I mean, it's important. I mean, I'm not expecting him to be, out in the streets. I had a life before. But if something does go down, yeah, I'm going to be behind him too because I'm a little in my hands. But just in case, I got to back him up. But no, I think it's important.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell too much about my dad. But even though he's a man of the cloth, he wasn't at first. So I did see him tussle a few times.
And he had it?
My mom had to literally get in front of him at one point. We're in the supermarket, long story short, and she was like, no, don't do this, don't do this. And he was just going off, but it took her to calm him down.
Yeah.
But my dad is always, that's what I grew up around. So most of the men in my life, my uncles, my father, they're protective. Welcome to Milfshake, where mom life meets realness. I am here with the lovely Tiffany.
Hey, everybody.
The lovely Desiree, a.k.a. Goldi.
Hola.
And, of course, Cori.
Yes.
You ladies look so beautiful today.
Oh, stop it.
All of us with dresses.
Right? I was going to say that we all have dresses
right?
on.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Love this.
Yeah.
Who y'all putting in timeout?
You go.
Okay, so, right? At first, I was going to put Kevin McCall in timeout. I was, because he was talking about having an EBT card. He was like, the clip they showed of him, right? Precision and visions and views, right? Perception, sorry. They were like making him seem like he was crying about I'm on EBT. And I'm watching this video like, I want EBT. Right. And then it was like a disrespect to people who can't get EBT. Like, not in a sense of you make too much money, but some people really need it. And I'm like, here you are being who you are, crying about EBT. And then it's like, dang, what are you saying about people who have EBT? Like, is that something so hard and terrible to be a part of? But I'm going to retract putting that young man in timeout. And I'm actually going to put the people he's surrounded by in timeout, because going through his page, watching a couple of videos, he was having a mental breakdown. And he just really cried. And I guess that was his segue to let it out. And in a room full of men, he really busted out crying. And I think like maybe 2 weeks ago, he lost like 4 of his close loved ones in a span of a month. And, so for this to be like, another part of him like coming out like with money, he can't do what he want to do, I just see that as him just breaking down, having a mental breakdown. So for the people around him to be commenting the things they're saying and like posting him and like laughing in a sense, like you guys are all in timeout, because we don't take mental health seriously, but we don't take men's mental health seriously. Even if you see somebody acting a certain kind of way and they're close enough to you, you should be like, hey man, and like really be that segue and like joke about it. So I'm putting all of you in timeout because that's not cool.
Mental health is definitely important for men, women, children, everybody. Wasn't he beating on his ex-wife? Did she say he was she said allegedly. Let's say allegedly.
There was a mishap because I've been following her for some time. So I don't know if he's been able to see the kids.
Because they have that beautiful daughter together.
So that's
her daughter.
This is Eva Longoria?
Yeah.
Not Longoria, Marcel.
From an actor like Samad? Okay.
They have a beautiful daughter together. She has a pretty name. Marley.
Yeah.
Oh,
Marley. Beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what his relationship was. Well, like Chris Brown, I feel like was mentioned.
Well, he's a songwriter.
Mario.
Yeah, so he was saying that Chris Brown owed him money for Deuces that he never got. And then like that's why he ended the clip too. In the clip he was saying, like, can I get my money for my 4 songs? So he's like owed money from 4 songs from people. I think I saw, what's the guy's name saying that he would give him $25K or something. Yeah. Somebody said they would give him money, and they said, I'm pretty sure Chris Brown would give it to you too.
Right.
So I'm just like,
But is it Chris that pays or the label that pays?
I think it varies. But at the same time, when it comes to songwriting, you have a mass production of people. So you have, just like with films, so you have someone that writes, you have a producer, you might have 94 people with one project. So the amount of money that's put out for the song to be shopped to a possible artist, it's not directly going to go to just one artist.
True.
So the factor it got Chris, I don't know, because Kevin, his catalog of writing is crazy. So it's not just Chris Brown. Yeah. And he's talented himself. So I think Chris did acknowledge it, and he did put in a story. He wound up saying to him, like responding,
something about burning a bridge or something like that.
So something, because they were very
something
close.
happened, and then I think I seen Chris Brown. I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
Good.
Chris Brown was talking about I'd rather be. There's a troll, and then there's like a troll who's broke. You know, so but which way does that go? Is that to go to say that Chris Brown trolled him?
No.
And then now he's broke.
I think he's just calling him a broke troll.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, which way does that go? Because he's like, it's one thing to be a troll. Like, you're calling me a troll. Yeah. But it's another thing to be a broke troll.
Oh, so Kevin called Chris a troll.
Yes. And then Chris Brown responded and said, I can be a troll, but it's a broke troll. So I'm like, which way did that go? Did Chris Brown troll first? And now his reaction is, I'd rather be a troll than a broke troll?
I think because Chris' name was mentioned so much probably in the clip or the interview. And with, unfortunately, like you said, with mental health.
Yes.
You can't control the episodes. So whatever he's going through, who he is today, he might be living in the past.
Okay.
So he might be, when he mentioned Chris, it might have been, it's when I was writing those songs, and he's back in that moment. He's living everything, and he promised me this. He promised me. Now he's on a tangent. He's on everything now. Yeah. So he's telling his story. I don't know if he's being medicated. I don't know if he's taking care of himself. It's a lot of different dynamics.
It is.
But in the end of the result of when it comes to songwriters, they get paid. So I'm sure there was an agreement, but ongoing for the future, I think because of how close they were.
And how big the song was.
Yes.
Too.
I think that whatever, with them not knowing what was going on with Kevin, maybe Chris was just like, I can't deal with you because something might have happened that could have messed up his career, even though Chris was going through other personal aspects. But you can't have two things happening at once and you're in the limelight. So for him to say you burned bridges, he probably has, had him under his wing for a long period of time and was just probably like, bro, I can't. And now you're coming at me like this. Like, that's not cool.
Maybe that's
so, but I feel bad for Kevin to an extent, being the fact that he's come out to this, extreme.
But I don't know, because now that we're talking about beating on somebody, because I seen those comments too.
It was like a resurfaced clip. I don't know if it was an interview or Eva. I mean, she was saying it herself that this is what she experienced. We ain't in these people's house. We don't know. But now that we're talking about it, I want to learn more about
everything.
Even him as a writer. Like his music, his catalog. What may have happened with that. Because I know she went on and got remarried, I believe, and had another child. Yes. But I don't know. I would also like to say that when relationships end, this is random as we were talking about this. When relationships end, I feel like a lot of shit had to go down for a relationship to come to an end.
Yes.
People don't have children to just break up easily.
No.
You got to push me to the edge of that bridge where I'm about to fall off. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to head out. Yeah. So you just never know what was going on in that situation. Right. Because again, he was fairly a successful man from what I'm understanding. So it's not like he was broke.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, if he broke, he might be able to end that relationship a little bit faster. But if we married, we got a child, and we both have careers, you got to really, somebody was wild.
Yeah, something gotta happen.
We're going to find out about that. Okay, so I'm putting this young was a substitute because allegedly she got fired. I'm putting her in timeout. She was a newly hired substitute teacher at it was Lake Cormorant High School in Mississippi. She's in timeout because she, it's one thing to be excited about a new opportunity or a new position. But to go as far as wearing a fucking body cam, bitch, you are not a cop. She was wearing a body cam to record some footage, right? So maybe she's walking through the hall, students are passing, walking in the line, whatever the case may be. It's a high school. And in one of the clips, she says something like, sheesh, I gotta get away from these kids. These young folks trying to take me down.
What?
She shouted. What? These young kids trying to take me down.
What?
Ew.
And what was she referring to?
A young girl in the hallway. Hold on a second, because I got the clip open.
Fired from teaching because of my TikTok.
Let me find it. I'll let y'all hear her say it.
Okay.
She said, sorry, Reg, if this gonna mess up. Listen. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find what she said.
Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them.
And it was a video of students passing.
Oh,
Sheesh.
And then reference herself looking young. I like one of them.
Dumbass.
And let me see her, because I know she don't look young.
Is she a substitute or?
No, she's a substitute.
She was a substitute. Turn the value down. Sorry. But putting people on camera without their permission.
Thank you.
Putting people's children on camera without their permission and saying she shouted as if you was attracted to something or tempted.
Thank you.
That's why your ass got fired.
And for context, this is a
stud.
A stud.
A little one.
Girl, why I thought she was white?
No. What, did you see that big dumbass chain she got on?
Yes.
So you just did all of this.
That's crazy.
You had to rush to the internet and tell them about your position, and now you done lost it that fast.
Well, you're not going to get hired anywhere else.
And your judgment was off because of the things that you were saying. Now, had it been maybe a positive video, y'all doing positive affirmations, y'all look at my students, how they studying, working hard, that would have been a totally different thing. But it was what you said that was taken, I'm not going to say out of context. It was the context of what you said. So you are in timeout, and may the next job you get, you put that motherfucking body cam away and stop recording.
May the next job you get, your attire be different.
Yeah.
Because
she look like a public defender.
Not even. You look like you like
it's not neat.
You in Crenshaw. She has on tan pants. The shirt is outside the pants.
The
ridiculous
chain is this big across.
Like
a
you
big
going
cross.
to the club.
What teacher you know go to school with
when you got a meeting with the gang, but the club right after. Like that's exactly how you look. You look nothing like a substitute teacher.
That outfit.
Exactly.
Fired.
You out there, you spending your whole damn day making that damn video.
And
go
then,
ahead and grade
again,
the papers like you're supposed to be.
Recording kids out there consent.
Yeah. Imagine somebody put your baby girl on camera and say, she shouted.
You're going to be considered a predator now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, most likely.
Nobody should hire you.
That's crazy.
All right, who you got, Cori?
Well, who I have on my timeout is, and I've never been there, but
our whole episode is based on timeouts.
Did you go to Turkey Leg?
I did.
Okay, so it's the co-owner, the wife, Nakia Holmes. Now, both of them have been going through a lot, okay? Husband's been doing some crazy things, fraudulent things. There's been a lot of stuff going on with the bank. I don't know why black folk and money is. I don't know what it is. But anyway, success. I was hoping for the success of both of them. And even with them splitting up or divorcing, maybe things would be better. Maybe she could have her own business, whatever. No, she decides to, I guess, have this new boyfriend who is a felon, and he kidnapped somebody. So she aided him in this kidnapping, meaning she kept him in her place or whatever, had him hiding. But either way, you are someone who is lucrative, and because of your drama, unfortunately, you are on the headlines. So here you are making a dumb ass decision, hiding a man after you left a toxic situation. Now there's more toxicity added upon and more money that you have to put out.
Wait a minute.
Maybe she has a good attorney. I think the attorney said that she's innocent. Okay, fine, well and good. Why would you be hiding this man that's you're aiding someone who kidnapped someone? I don't know the full story of...
Is it called aiding and abetting? No,
I think it is. Something of that nature.
Okay.
But either way, why would you do that?
That's crazy.
I know that was very loud. My mic is like, Nakia, girl, as beautiful as you are, like...
You know they be saying that the most beautiful and intelligent women be crying over dudes who ain't even got a GED.
Don't even got a high school diploma. You got a passport, an ID, you got your security card, you got your social. They social still under the bed in their mama house.
Hello.
But we so weak to emotional. We weak to the emotions of things, and I think that's what it is. Like just wanting love so bad. Some women want a man so bad they don't give a damn what kind of man he is.
Girl, bye.
They gonna take the first one off the streets. You need a place to stay?
I take it.
Come on over here.
Do you need a place to stay and the person that you're hiding? I'll take both of you.
Isn't that like conspiracy, right? Like when you know about something and you don't report it or something. Cause why did he kidnap the man?
I need to know.
Why did a grown man kidnapping another man? It had to be some big money involved.
I don't know who he kidnapped. Maybe it was. But either way, whoever he kidnapped, whatever it was, maybe she needed the money real bad. I don't know. But my thing is, girl, you got to do better. There's enough films out here with heists and everything else to help you.
Some feet pictures. If you need money, take some pictures of your feet. Like it is not that.
That's a good one.
It takes some pictures.
There you go. Direct deposit.
You ain't finna go to jail over there.
Right.
Put your foot on a turkey leg.
I still want to know about the rise, the journey, the fall of Turkey Leg Hut, because that was a successful business.
It was.
They used to have a line outside the door.
Yeah.
It was a nice vibe, music, food, all that. Somebody calling you?
No, I'm about to say hello, Netflix. Pick up the documentary.
Oh, because I'm actually now that I said it,
it's all right. But no, I'm over here like I'm gonna say,
I've heard
hello
somebody
Netflix.
say that they were gonna do it. I feel like it might have been Billionaire Productions. But I think that would be an interesting documentary, especially for those of us who had a chance to experience it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were killing the game. Yes. Husband and wife. Like I love to see it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like I said, I don't know the whole story that when money is being made, sometimes people switch it up, you know, with what they're doing, their decision making and loyalty to each other, forgetting to put the business first. But look, we wasn't there. So
okay.
come on out with that production so we can understand what really went on.
Sam, I'll watch it.
Now, speaking of people protecting a man, okay, how important is it for you to feel protected by a man? Like, what does it mean to feel protected by a man?
Ooh. What does it mean to feel protected by
I think it's about feeling safe.
It is about feeling okay.
I'm gonna go into it.
It's about feeling safe. How important is it for me to be? It's really important. You know, you want to know that you can go somewhere with the man publicly and feel protected. You wanna even feel protected in your own home with just like being vulnerable. Like you want your emotions protected. You want. You know, maybe if you're having a bad time, like husband and wife, what goes on in the house stays in the house, even if it's a mental breakdown, you want to feel that all aspects of you are protected by this other
I like
person,
that.
you know?
Even emotionally protected,
Yes,
right? Because I have feelings.
Right.
And when I speak to my feelings and I'm being vulnerable and telling you, I'm sad about this. This hurt my feelings. Or I felt a little jealous when. Are you going to make it a safe space for me to come to you and say that, oh, praise the Lord, we need to have a whole session sermon on this, but physically protected? How important is it to know that your man can protect you physically?
I mean, it's important. I mean, I'm not expecting him to be, you know, out in the streets. You know, I had a life before, but if something does go down, you know, yeah, I'm gonna be behind him too because I'm a little in my hands. But you know, just in case, I gotta back him up. But no, I think it's important.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell too much about my dad, but even though he's a man of the cloth, he wasn't at first. So I did see him tussle a few times.
And he had it?
My mom had to literally get in front of him at one point. We're in the supermarket, long story short, and she was like, no, don't do this, don't do this. And he was just going off, but it took her to calm him down.
Yeah.
But my dad is always, that's what I grew up around. So most of the men in my life, my uncles, my father, they're protective. They don't care, even if it's their wife, their sister, cousin, whomever, even women that they're not connected to, say they've seen something or like, no, I'm gonna handle this. That's what I'm used to. So yes, I do expect that, and it does something because it does make me feel extremely safe. Because I shouldn't feel like I'm with you and then something happens and hey, Dad, can you?
Because your dad gonna be like, let me say something. Physically, emotionally, and financially, when you in a relationship, your partner's supposed to be who you call first. I feel like a stupid idiot.
My father.
And when I gotta call my dad for a loan, or I gotta call my dad and say, Dad, this person messing with me, or Dad, I feel sad about. I ain't gonna say even all the emotions, but physically and financially, if you got me calling another man,
it's not meant.
That's a problem.
It's not meant.
That's a problem because you want me to be yours. I'm your woman.
Yeah.
Then you need to love and protect me and provide where you need to provide.
Exactly.
You know, everybody's situation is not the same where men are always doing 100% of the bills. But when I need you, if I say, baby, I'm having a hard month or it's tight for me this month, could you help me out? That shouldn't be a problem.
Right.
Whew, I'd have been there too.
So would you say that you saw your father being protective and that's the way you receive and expect men to show up for you?
I do. Okay. And I think it matters because it's like, how can I put this? I never want to wear the pants. Right? I want to wear a skirt.
Okay.
But if I have to wear the pants in some way, shape, or form, fine. I have to in my life as a single mom. And it's okay. I didn't ask for it. Is it comfortable being a single mom? No. But at the same time, I'm doing what I can. But when it comes to someone I'm in a relationship with, I like seeing, and I've said this before, I like seeing a man being a man. I love seeing him taking care of things, even if he's fixing stuff around the house.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. I'll just pull up and be like, yes, let me carry you the hammer.
Shout
yes,
out
you better.
Man.
Me later, but anyway. But overall, point being from, you know, what we're gathering here, I feel that seeing that did so much for me to know what I would want in the future. And I feel like if I didn't have that or didn't see it, even if my father wasn't around, it was my other relatives that are strong male figures, no matter what their lifestyle was. Okay, because we're not going to go there about that.
Not.
Some might have been in the streets, some, you know what I'm saying? But either way, they're going to protect what's theirs. That to me is the essence of a real man.
I feel like that's very important that you led with that, because when it comes to just physical protection, my mom was the one. Like my short mom, she was the one. Like we lived in this building and it was like 99% men, and I'm talking like big African bodybuilding gym men. And the landlord, he was like a little fresh, and I told my mom an incident that happened, very, very disgusting incident. And I ran to her and I told her, and like she jumped up, and the words that kids use, like sometimes your children. When your kids say certain things, this is not them being, fake. Like how would my daughter know this? So said it. She ran down with a bat, and I'm talking about a steel titanium bat, and she is swinging this bat around in this man's face. Don't you ever look at, talk to, touch, breathe my direction, right? One day I was being like a little asshole, and he walked past me and just said, "Thank you for holding the door." Pew! I run upstairs, "Mommy, he talked to me," right? And just the visual of me leaning over the banister. This woman, my mom is 5'5". Hey, Mom. She is 5'5", maybe 5'4", short African woman. The bodybuilding men, it's a Jamaican woman, okay? She won't kill me. Was like holding her back, but struggling. And she is just like locked on this man trying to get into his house. And I'm just like, I've always seen that. Like the woman protecting, and I feel like I took that into my adulthood. I've never properly been protected by a man. So I am first to protect, and I don't even question to be with a man. I don't even question who should be the protector. I'm automatically showing up. I'm solving problems. I'm thinking this, and I feel like I've come in contact with somebody who has like brought that to light, and it's like really weird. Like, doing car work, finding stuff out, money situations, even like other people, in the sense of you don't want me to, you don't think I should, and I'm just like, why do you think you should? Because that's the normal, Desiree, but that's not what I'm used to. So I feel like that's really important.
Shout out to those men in your family.
Thank you.
Shout out to those men in your family for showing you how you're supposed to be treated, because that is a very big missing piece for a lot of us, and we're grown now, but just to know how a man is supposed to treat a woman. It doesn't have to just be romantically all the time. Just be protective of her. I love that. But I would also like to add, I feel like when women don't have that piece in their lives, even as adult women, men will try you.
Yes.
When they know you ain't got no daddy around, when they know you don't got no brothers around, you don't got no cousins in the family, they ain't ever meet them at no cookouts and stuff. Oh, I'm going to try you, because who you going to call?
Right.
Ghostbuster.
Right.
You got nobody to call.
It's very true. I feel like there are men out there that, I'm not going to say hunt, but I'm going to use that word, that hunt or prey on those who have that, quote unquote, see it as a weakness. Because if she doesn't know, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to. I have this pretty young thing around, but I'm gonna conduct the way that I need to, and I can act like asshole if I want to. And she's gonna still want me, even if I'm doing things that are so wrong, manipulating her feelings, her emotions, her mental. A lot of times I feel bad for a lot of us women, and even some of my friends who don't, or haven't had father figures or strong figures in their lives. Some relationships or advice that I give, because I never tell anybody to leave, because they're going to blame you if you do. But I've tried to be a sound mind to help them understand their worth and understand that this is not supposed to occur. They're supposed to protect you. If you don't feel protected, why are you questioning whether or not you are? Right. If you're not feeling comfortable, if you don't feel at ease, like you should feel at ease in your man's arms. You shouldn't feel tense or walking on eggshells of any sort. But that manipulation is very severe, and there's a lot of men also who are unhealed that feel like they have that power because there's not much work that they have to do to have accountability for what they didn't uphold either. And what's missing.
Sorry, ADHD. I really want to ask you and hear your point of view. ADHD, really quickly. Men, as far as me as a woman not seeing a man protecting, what about a man not seeing a man protecting? Like, I can't allow what I have not seen, and I don't feel like a man can do what he has not seen. Because I used to ask the question, who taught you how to be a man? Yeah. What man figures do you have? That's why it's so many. It's like, do you know TikTok has a commercial? No. Girl, I was watching TV and TikTok had a commercial. There was an older white man, forgot his name, and he's doing stuff, and it's all titled, "In Case Your Father Didn't Teach You." And he'll teach you how to tie a tie. And it shows young men with the phone on the dresser. He's getting dressed up. He's doing a tie, and a mom rubs his shoulders and says, "Your father would have been so proud." So I feel like you play that role for people, but some men are probably going to social media to look for what they don't have. Yeah. And then, what was my other sentence? I forgot. Anyway, that being said, what does it look like for you? What does protection from a man look like?
Being physically protected by a man means, like, you know, if I'm in a situation where somebody, there's been times where I've been let's say I was in a situation and I went to a nightclub with my dude. Right. And another dude, I was coming out of the bathroom. My dude was like a few feet over waiting for me to come out. As I was coming out of the ladies' room, another guy was going into the men's room. And as he walked past me, he looked and he touched my butt. Oh. And my dude was like, nah, I'm like, relax, it's okay. He's not worth it. He's probably drunk. Don't even do that. Right. So the fact that you even rose to the occasion. Right. It means like, a lot to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. Or y'all know the freaking stalker situation I went through. Yeah. It came to a time where it had to get physical. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, yes. It came to a time where we both was outside looking for a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you disrupting our peace. Yeah. We got to go outside and do this. You know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship when two guys got into a fight one time. And one of them was significantly lumped up more than the other. Oh, well. Yeah, and I was kind of transitioning out of one relationship into the other, and they came in contact with each other.
Was the lumpy one yours? Was the lumpy one the new one? Yeah. Oh, the lumpy one was the new one.
The lumpy one was the new one. Come on, and I never threw it in his face. Okay. But it was something that he would bring up sometime, like, ever since I got into a fight with such and such, you've been acting like this. Or you think, wait till I see him. No, you saw him. You feel me? You had your opportunity. Like nobody was in the way. You had a chance. You know, you had a chance.
You got crazy.
Yeah.
By the bees.
Or the Earl. What was the
boxing one?
Jones, something Jones. Yes. And he had that face. That was another class. So many classic moments in Martin.
Shout out to Martin.
Yeah. Look, like half of that. But I'm not gonna say I lost respect for him because I mean we're humans. You know, it might come a time where I'm faced with a woman who is bigger and stronger than me. I mean, goddamn, bitch, if you bigger than me, is you a woman? I don't know, but I could be faced with something that's beyond my strength. Right. And she might ragtag my ass. Right. I don't think he gonna leave me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't expect you to be the most biggest macho, strongest man who can beat everybody, but the fact that you ready, that's enough for me. Right. Okay? But what if he get beat up though? I done already been through that and I stayed with the dude, but can y'all stay with the dude who gets beat up?
I mean that's why I jump in.
You gonna help him. I'm gonna help him. If my man fighting and he getting beat up, I'm gonna help him. But I ain't gonna just like, let me get my person.
That's gonna be a lie.
I mean, it's different. That's funny though.
You'll never hear the end of it.
You won't.
You'll never hear the end of it.
You won't.
Because don't get froggy with me when you couldn't get froggy with me.
You know I would. And you know what? Because y'all know how I feel about men who are shorter than me. I feel like you can't protect me. So if you get beat up in front of me, and you know what? I really want to be honest with myself and say, again, you can't beat everybody. The fact that you fought that man, okay, cool. Yeah. But I like to drink. And sometimes I get intoxicated. Sometimes I say stuff I don't mean. And I might bring it up when I'm intoxicated.
Well, that's to be expected.
Okay.
But I might say it in a funny way, but you might not think it's funny. Even if I want to stay with him, he might not want to stay with me. He might be embarrassed.
I might make a joke about it too. Like, don't make me call Ray Ray. Right. You know what happened last time.
And he might not think that's funny.
Yeah, I don't think a man would think that's funny. I don't think so. Okay. But I think it all also depends on the scenario, right? Yeah. If they just had a wild night at the bar and they got into a fight, okay. But if you was trying to defend me and you got that ass beat,
really? Would leave?
No, I ain't saying I would leave. I might be like,
you'd be like, I don't know, I'm looking differently now.
Yeah, I might look at you.
Okay, so Val, you stay with the man, right? Hypothetically, not you, Cori. Do you feel like he can protect you moving forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, the fact that you didn't run.
Right. You stayed there.
Again, that's the same thing as people just grabbing guns now when they have this.
Right.
Nah, put your hands up and we're going to
And
fight like men. I respect that you did not back down.
Exactly.
You ain't let this man bitch you out or punk you out, and you did what you needed to do as a man. You might not have won.
Right.
I can't nobody say my man was scared.
Right.
He did what he needed to do. He tried. He got one in there.
Oh, it's a video out like that, I think, isn't it? It's like a guy with the woman in the store. He's yelling at her, and the guy jumps in front of the other man like, that's my wife. But you can tell he's like, that's my wife. And he smacked the man. And the man like flew down on the floor. But people in the comments like, oh, he got hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt. He stood for his wife.
That's what it's about.
He got hurt. He stood for his wife. So that's what I guess you're meaning. Like, stand up for me, show up, and protect me.
That part. Let me be able to say, oh, I'm going to call my man.
Right.
And know that you're going to pull up. That's protecting me. You know what I'm saying? That's protecting me. Shoot. Do you know why women struggle to feel safe?
Yes.
What you think?
So, for instance, I can speak for a strong woman, right? There's a lot that compiles emotionally, you know, that we, unfortunately, you want your representative to be a certain way. So there's me in my own four walls, and you don't want the responsibility of someone else that you like, that's into you, to have to deal with that and unpack. So I feel like when it comes to that aspect, it's hard to be able to feel vulnerable, but I feel like it's important when your partner is open enough to want to experience that vulnerability. And it does make you feel safe. I experienced this recently because I don't like crying. You know this. So I was really emotional about something, and I didn't want to like talk about it. We had gone out, and it was a good time, and I just let it all out, and they let me. And the beautiful part about it was an instance of that person understanding, I have a portal and you have a portal. It's my job, especially if I care that much about you, to be able to delve into that portal. And I appreciate the value that I can have that vulnerability with you. When somebody says that, it's like, wow, that's amazing. But also that makes you feel like, I felt like it was a Disney movie moment. I was like, oh my God, oh, here comes the glitter and the sparkles. This is so magical.
Like, it's okay to feel.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, even about when we talked about a man protecting you. Like, I would also like to add this. There's strength in vulnerability.
Yes, it is.
When you choose to let your guard down and just be bare without fear of judgment or, you know, whatever somebody gonna bring up, throw in your face, like, that takes bravery to take that cape off real quick. So kudos to you. But again, that is why it is important for your loved ones to create that safe space and understand that we are not all the same. We don't all process things the same. That's like somebody, stop being so sensitive. Why are you so sensitive? You can't tell me how to feel. Right. But now that I know that that's how you want to tell me, how am I supposed to feel like it's okay to let you know, well, this is how I felt today, or like, make it all make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, your relationships with people go beyond just what you perceive. There's levels to it, and there's layers to it. And I think that we struggle to feel safe based on our experiences. People don't just feel scared because that's just what
social media told them to do. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a dog in a shelter, right? They put that, or a dog off the streets, been through some shit. It's different from a dog that's in the house with some water and some food and a family that's loving them and petting them. It's your experience that make you feel guarded and afraid. It's how you have been treated. And I think that's why a lot of us struggle to be vulnerable and to be soft, because we may not have had that opportunity, or every time we've tried to, we were shut down. When I say physically safe, again, sometimes, me personally, I've never been a victim of molestation or rape. So I can't say I had that trauma and that makes me feel unsafe, but I know that it happens. So when I'm walking down a dark street, when I finished doing a project the other day, it was late and I had to walk to my car by myself, and baby, I was downtown Newark. Baby, I took them keys out, took that pepper spray and hit that unlock and just had that thing on the trip. Just in case somebody wanted to run up. And it never happened to me, thank God. but I know that it's possible.
Yeah.
I know what has happened to women sometimes. So I think that us also just being aware of, and not being naive. Don't think you're going to be a woman outside walking in the street in the dark late at night by yourself and the freaks come out at night.
Nothing's going to happen.
You got to keep your head on a swivel. Young women, y'all out after the club or you by yourself somewhere walking to your car, always keep your head on a swivel. Listen for footsteps. Look around. Walk in the street where it's well lit because things happen. And we just have this, I think that, I don't know if that's just us, being in an urban environments, just having that knack to just protect
survival.
Oh yeah,
street.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You gotta have the street smarts.
Now, if I'm with my man, I might be a little bit more relaxed.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just walking. I'm with my man, arm in arm. We holding hands. But when I'm by myself, it's a totally different ballgame.
Yeah,
it is. I feel like that one line, just because it hasn't happened to you doesn't mean it can't happen at all. It's like really, really big. I remember my ex-boyfriend's apartment got robbed, and I always say before that moment, I was living in this bubble. Like I used to walk late at night. I used to walk far. I used to, if you know, I used to walk from 10th Street all the way down to Elizabeth Ave, like a good 30, 35, 40-minute walk. You know, just la la la. And then when the guys came in, you know, like they raided the house at gunpoint. I was just like, you know, I learned a lot about myself under pressure, and then I like got out of that bubble. Traumatic way to come out of bubble. But again, just because it hasn't happened does not mean it can't happen. And sometimes I feel like it has to happen so you can be like, look, this is what you got to do because something worse could have happened. And then when it comes to why women are, you know, struggle to feel safe, that could be passed down. That could be another passed down thing. You don't know that certain things exist and that you can be a certain kind of way or you deserve a certain kind of protection from men because you've never seen it. Your mother did it, your grandmother did it, your great-great-grandmother did it, your aunts did it, and they've probably raised you and gave you advice that they have experienced to keep you safe, but not in a sense of physical protection exists from a man or from your friends even. Like not even from like just a feeling of feeling safe does exist and you deserve to feel it. So I feel like that's another avenue where it could come from as well, because again, if you have not experienced it, you might not know it exists, and everybody deserves to feel safe from a man.
You could definitely inherit behaviors and mindsets.
Yes, you can.
Why I keep thinking about Ed Gein this whole time from The Monster? His mother was always telling him, don't touch a woman. You would not fornicate. The woman is the devil.
And that was so
He
crazy
could grow to
me.
think that. You know what I'm saying? Or some people teach their daughters only to be a wife.
Yes, like
you
the
must
girl
learn
in the
how to
movie
be a
too.
wife. Yeah, or even other cultures, you know what I'm saying? So things can be passed down. That was a really good point that you made.
Very true.
What do you guys think is the difference between masculine energy and like misuse of power or controlling? I think that's all about delivery too.
It is.
And the way you say it, right?
It is.
Because you can still be, I feel like masculine energy is confident. It's confident.
Yeah.
But when you are trying to control, that's based in insecurity.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
and
much
you
so.
can say anything to anybody, you can get any message across, but it's all about the way you choose your words and how you say it. You can talk to me in your masculine energy about me needing to clean up this house.
Right.
But you can talk to me in an insecure, controlling way about me needing to clean this house. So I think it's just all about respect at the end of the day. You can be masculine and want me to be feminine, but be respectful to me.
Yeah.
And also, I think there's so much power in explaining your why. Right? Or we talk about clothes, right? Or would you be offended if your man said, change this? Tell me why first. Is it because your ass cheek is slipping out the bottom of your dress, baby, every time you bend down to tie your shoe? Or is it because I don't want nobody looking at you. I don't want you getting no attention. Oh, you feeling yourself too much in that outfit. Take that shit off right now.
And misusing that, I had a man who used to always be like, well, dang, I could see your underwear, or dang, you gonna have your butt out? And it really used to be like, dang, my butt's not out, my butt is out, I'm gonna change my clothes. And I had to learn my butt was never out. It was just you.
Ain't want nobody looking at
You didn't want to, like, and I'm like, my butt isn't out. You can't see my underwear. And I'm like, hold on. How many times did you say that? And I believed you and changed my outfit, and you really couldn't see nothing. So that's misusing me taking something from you, like, damn, you know?
Because a masculine man could have been having his hands on that ass all night. Like, that's mine right here, baby. Or, damn, girl, you looking good in that. I'm going to tear you up when we get home tonight. Or, baby, why don't you say that for when we get back home? Like, it's just the way.
Elements, it's layers.
It's the way you deliver
I
it that's going to
agree.
make the world of a difference.
I agree.
You feel me? Like,
I agree.
but who protects the protector? Who makes him feel safe? Now, if you want me to make you feel safe physically as my man, I don't know if you's the man for me. But I can make you feel safe emotionally.
Yeah.
That's how I can make you feel safe.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, especially for men, and I know there are other podcasts that don't really delve into this. There's some that have, but I feel it's important, especially as women, we have the concern.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that when it comes to men, and I think I've stated this before prior episode, but a man wears many capes.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, he is also in this world, you know, and specifics when it comes culturally, as a black man, is even harder.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a due diligence when it comes to a wonderful, especially a black woman. Our love is different, and we should feel like we're home to him. And especially with everything that he's faced, or has to be this protector, or has to be all these different things, because that's what the world says, that's what you have to do, and da-da-da. And some that haven't, what you stated earlier about some that don't know or haven't, were brought up with those types of aspects. I feel like it's important for a woman who or is in a relationship or is seeing this man for who he is to uphold and just really be so gratifying to his needs, especially his emotions. Because for us, we're nurturers, yes. We're not babying this person, but it's important because mentally there's so much he has to do and uphold with all these different capes just to function and navigate as himself in the world.
Right.
So when he comes home or when he comes to you, it should feel like, oh, wow. And you're able to at least soothe his wounds mentally, spiritually, and all those aspects. And I feel it is a big responsibility, you know, to do that. Not saying you have to be a doctor, not saying you have to be a healer, but that security should be there because that's what makes your relationship so immaculate.
That sounds so beautiful.
It does. It really does.
I'm going to try.
What about you? Who do you feel protects the protector?
I definitely agree with a lot of the points that Cori just made. Who protects the protector? God.
Yeah.
God, if not me, if I can't create, I mean, in the right situation, I definitely feel like women do their best to be that. Even just looking forward to seeing your man or little things you do to make him smile. I think that's creating a safe space in itself. You know, listening to a man, that's creating a safe space. And I feel like that's all men really want a lot of times, is to be listened to and to be heard. So I love everything that you just said. But yeah, once you reach a certain level in life and you have a family, physically, ultimately, I feel like it is your job. Now, I can protect you in that way. Maybe not putting you in dangerous situations, because sometimes women put men in dangerous situations too. So I mean, some ways we can work on protecting the protector.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, guys. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Milfshake. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, tell us you love us, okay? Because we love you. And until next time, bye.
Peace.